Hey everybody, Mark here. Today I'm going to go over the Adventure Arrow project. It's really quite simple. There are two different versions included. One is intended to stand on its own and the other is intended to put in a slotted stand. Here's the standalone one, and you can use however many different layers that you'd like. Here I've got three. I've got the arrow in the middle, and then I've got Adventure on the front and back. You can use whatever materials that you like. In this case, I've got maple, quarter-inch maple plywood on the front, and quarter-inch walnut on the front, maple in the middle, and then walnut on the back again. But you can do whatever you want to as far as the colors there, or you can paint it because it would look really great painted as well. And then there's also, again, the same thing, but with a slotted stand there. As with any project, you're going to need to always measure the thickness of your material and then potentially adjust that slot to match whatever it is you're using. And if you're using something that's significantly different, you might have to also adjust the thickness or the depth of the tab that sticks into here so it doesn't stick out the bottom. But all that's really easy. We've been over that a million different times, and I've got some tutorials that'll show you how to do that if you don't know how. But this is really straightforward. Again, here's the pieces. I almost feel silly showing them to you because they're really obvious, but you've got the one with the arrow, and then you've got the word without the arrow, and you simply glue them on top of each other. You cut as many different layers as you want to make it as thick as you desire. And then, of course, if you want, again, to use the slotted stand version, you've got the stand here, and you've got the slotted piece here. It fits right into the slot like that. And of course, once again, you'll adjust that for your material if needed. Fits just in like that, and then you would glue however many layers on top that you want, just like that. This whole piece is about 18 inches long. Let's take a look at it. Yep, right at 18 inches. And you can resize it to whatever size you want. However, again, if you're using the slotted stand, you're going to need to adjust that if you resize it. However, if you use this version, you can resize it to whatever you want, and there's no editing needed because it just all glues together. It's really fun. It would look great up on a mantle, look great up on the wall. Make it with whatever material you want, paint it. I'd love to see what you guys do. Let me know if you have any questions, but I'll follow this up next right here in the same video with an overview of the file itself. So let's check out the file. So I just want to take a minute to go over the file itself to show you the different parts. As usual, you always want to delete this text right over here before uploading it because that will sometimes mess up your program depending on what program you're using. So after you've read this and done whatever you need to do, go ahead and delete this text. So here from the bottom to the top, the different pieces I have here is this bottom one is the one you'd want to cut if you are going to do a multiple layered one where it's just going to sit on a surface. So what I like to do is cut two of this top one here and put this bottom one here in between it to give it some thickness. But you can do whatever you want to and use whatever thickness you want and just put those layers together to make the end result that you want. Then if you want to make one that has that sits in a slot with a base, you'll use this base right here, and then this one, the one here with the tab on the bottom. And then again, you can add this version here, this top one, to the back or the front, to make it however thick you want. Two notes about the slot here. The slot is positioned toward the back of the base because I'm assuming that you're probably going to put at least one of this top piece on the front of it. And so therefore that'll center up the weight. And then the other note is, of course, like any design, you're going to click on this slot right here, and you're going to look at the thickness right up here. This right now mine is 0.222, but you're going to measure your materials with your calipers, and you're going to adjust that slot to fit whatever materials you're using. So other than that, that's pretty much straightforward. Have fun with this one. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll see you in the next one.